What's going on, y'all? It's Big Facts again, coming at you with nothing but facts. All right, all right. So, this idea of the feminist movement and the empowerment of women, a lot of the things I can get with. I feel like women have been marginalized throughout in some areas of society, and but really I think that movement is a big there's more false. It's much more of a facade. All right, it's a scam, quite honestly, because what they fail to do is highlight, a lot of the power women do have naturally, that men actually have never held them back from, attaining or actually having. But what's really powering this feminist movement and empowering a lot of women to say a lot of the derogatory things that they say about men these days are beta males, or for other slang terms, thirsty men. Thirsty men slash beta males are what's empowering this feminist movement, this disrespect or the lack of respect women have for men, especially black men. All right. It's the Pookies and the Ray Rays of the world. The dudes that are going in and out of jail, dependent on a woman, have no job, have no ambition, no purpose in life. They are the ones that are empowering women to say a lot of this stuff. And you notice why women are attracted to a lot of those type of men. Now, they make this judgment that it's all men, but quite honestly, it's not all men that are like that. It's just the type of men that they attract. It's just the type of men that they are fond of keeping around because they feel empowered being with those men. They are the dominant one in the relationship when dealing with those men. Those type of guys are empowering this feminist movement because they have no standards. You notice they will go for any type of woman. I mean, any type of thing. You wonder, and you go to a lot of these places, and you wonder how these nasty, shapeless, overweight women are getting impregnated, having babies, and you wonder by which type of men. Like, I'm a very curious person. So when I see these shapeless women with nasty attitudes, bad behavior, and I wonder who got this woman pregnant, I do my investigation and I find out it's typically the type of men with no standards. Those guys that will stick their dick into anything. And those are your Pookies and Ray Rays. The low ambition men. Those same men are the same ones that women love to follow. Women love to be with. Why? And let me rephrase that. Women are not following them. They are following women. They are the thirsty ones going after women because he has no purpose. He has no ambition. Because if he had a purpose, if he had some ambition, some self-worth, he will only be chasing after that purpose, that goal. He wouldn't be chasing after no woman. And let me tell y'all something. And this is facts. Men are after sex appeal. Women are after success appeal. Let me say that again. Women are after success appeal. So if you're a man and you exude success, you don't have to chase after no woman. She would just naturally come to you. If you have your stuff together, you're on your purpose, you're on your grind, have your own business, you're doing well in your career, established, advancing, making money, women just naturally flock to you. Why do you think they just go to the ball players, the celebrities, the professional men making more than six figures? I'm talking about 7-figure professional men. That's why women, even 6 figures, depending on the type of woman, but that's why women go after those type of guys. because they exude success. And let's take money out of it. But if you have, advanced degrees, like a master's, doctor, women go after those type of guys too, the intellectual, because you're stimulating her mind. You're showing that you're better than her in other ways. Because can no man defeat a woman in the looks department? No, it's not going to happen. Never will. Never has and never will. But the way you defeat a woman is through success. A very successful man will always attract more than the most beautiful woman in the world. The most successful man in the world will always attract more than the most beautiful woman in the world. But the most beautiful man in the world will never attract more than the most beautiful woman. Especially if he doesn't have success to go with it. So success appeal is what women are after. But these beta males, these thirsty men, they don't have that. And a lot of women, I wouldn't say necessarily flock to those guys. They keep them around. All right. These are like, those alpha females, those butch type of women. And they don't even necessarily have to be butch in terms of looks, but they have butch behavior. She always wants to dominate everything. You can't tell her nothing. She doesn't want to listen to any other outside opinion but her own. Those type of women love the beta males. They love those type of thirsty men because it just pumps their ego up. You got to understand this, especially men out there. Women naturally have low self-esteem. They're not always too confident. All right. They're very sensitive. Women are very sensitive. That's why when you see a woman being called ugly or anything that's demeaning of her looks, she takes it to heart. Men aren't necessarily like that. So those type of thirsty men pump their ego. You see a lot of times men in the clubs will go out there chasing at women, hollering at them, thirsting, telling them, hey, baby, I'll drink your bath water, giving her all sorts of corny lines, giving her money, just to get her attention. You notice that pumps up a woman's ego. But let that same female go out with a hotter friend and if that other girl doesn't get any other looks, she's upset. She's mad at the fact that no man came at her. And that goes back to my earlier statement, what I said, women have to exude sex appeal. They have to exude sex appeal. That's the only way they're going to get a man's attention. So when she feels that she's less sexier than somebody, she doesn't want to be around that other girl. But that's just for another topic of discussion. But those other women particularly love those men, those thirsty men that lack ambition and self-worth because they know they can try any and everything with them. Because if she's a hot woman, let's say at 8, between an 8 and 10, she knows that, hey, this is the best this guy is ever going to get. So what I say goes. If I'm telling him to jump, he better be saying how high. And those same type of men, or the sensitive type of guys, those men that lack self-worth, lack ambition, those are the same type of men that get physically abusive with the women, are insecure, where she goes out with her friends to nightclubs, bars and stuff. Because he's afraid that another man, typically the man with success, this man having success appeal, will come and swoo that woman away from him. Which is why those guys are, overbearing on the woman. Don't want her to go out. He'll take all her shit at home, anything she tells her, he'll take all that crap she throws at him. But best believe that woman tries to go out, that's when the physical abuse comes in. And that's what's empowering a lot of this women, feminist movement, the Me Too movement, those physically abusive men, those beta males. Those men that can't attract women any other way but to be thirsting for them. Thirsty for sex constantly. Those are the same guys that go and end up raping a woman because they lack the power. They lack that self-worth inside of themselves. That's what's empowering a lot of this stuff. And women have it all messed up that it's an all men thing. But no, it's not all men, because a successful man, the man that is focused on his purpose and not on women, he knows a lady takes a back seat. He has no time to get caught up in any of that controversy because his first and only love is his purpose, is his goals and what he wants to attain and achieve. You don't necessarily see too many Too many high-profile men, successful men, unless they were just naturally beta males, like the Bill Cosby, he is a beta male, and I will make a video on how he is, to explain how he is one. But you don't necessarily see a Leonardo DiCaprio or a Will Smith, a 50 Cent, a President Barack Obama, alpha males that are focused on their purpose, like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, men like that. You don't necessarily see them get caught up in this, scandals or any of the sort, because they don't yield that type of power onto women. It's the other way around. Women are the one harassing them, chasing after them, thirsting for them. It's 2019, y'all. 2019. And man out there, if you're listening to this, if you fit the mold of a thirsty man, a beta male, it's time you get it together. Because we can't bring that same behavior into the new year. It's time you get on your grind, find your purpose, be successful. All right? Take the power back. Because thirsty men, beta males, that is what's empowering women. That's what's empowering the feminist movement. When the man takes the power back, gets on his purpose, and is successful, that kills that whole movement. You take away the power from her. That's how the saying pussy has power. No, pussy has power on weak men that lack focus. When pussy's all that's on your mind and that's all you're chasing after, of course it has power over you. Because it's like crack. It's a drug to you. You need that to find value in yourself. And there are men out there that find value in themselves through women. And that's very sad for any man that's like that. But a successful men out here, they know women can't run that game on us. And they know women, everybody knows that. Women flocks to us. Any successful man out there has a rotation of 4 or 5 women. That's why you don't see too many of these feminist women or those alpha female type of ladies out there. You don't see them try to go towards the alpha male because they're afraid. They don't come at us with that crap. They are afraid because they know our tolerance. We have 0 tolerance for misbehavior with women. 0 tolerance. And it doesn't even have to get physical. Somebody like myself, I wouldn't even argue with the lady. I wouldn't even spend too long arguing with her. I would share my opinion, share my points. But if she isn't somebody that's willing to heed and follow my lead, I'll just cut her off. I will cut her off. I wouldn't even argue it. Won't even debate it with her. Cut her off, move on, because best believe there's another woman out there looking for a man like me. I know that to be true. There are more women out there in the world than there are men. Simple economics, law of supply and demand. And I am a high value man. I am an alpha male. I'm a successful man. Okay? So I know I'm in demand. So fellas out there, if you know any beta males, hey, tell them to cut it out. We got to eradicate those type of men because they are the one that are empowering women these days. They are the one that's pushing this feminist movement. We need to eradicate those type of beta males this year, 2019. I want to hear what y'all have to say. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. Until next time.